Ami Yagnik, Mr. GVL had just raised the point. He was talking about how this Gujarat versus 1984 debate has come up ad nauseum. It's always being discussed. And that brings us back to our moot point tonight. Is this the only poll issue left? Are riots the only poll issue left? I mean, you've had ally trouble. The NDA has got allies coming back to them, allies who had walked out of the NDA after the 2002 riots. They are coming back to the NDA. Narendra Modi is completely projecting a different image today. Even the EU, the US, the UK, everyone's coming around. The BJP is trying to move away, while the Congress seems to be hell-bent on just bringing up the riots issue every single time. Why is that?
I reiterate my point saying that it is a major issue because 2002 has a nexus with the Prime Minister candidate, and it is going to come up if he was not the Prime Minister candidate and still the Chief Minister.
But your own allies are singing his praises. Ami Yagnik, your own allies, whether it's the NCP, your own allies have started saying Narendra
coming back. They did not come back. They did not come for 10 years. So it's a loss.
But they've come back now. That's the point. And your own allies seem to be warming up to the Prime Ministerial candidate.
Congress government played a sinister role.
Miss Ami-Ben Yagnik, a simple question to you is, nobody...
Because the police are not...
Miss Ami-Ben Yagnik...
in Gujarat. Zakia Jafri went to the police, they did not register the FIR, so she went to the High Court, and that is how her FIR has come to be registered.
You know, for every Zakia Jafri in Gujarat, Miss Ami-Ben Yagnik, there are equivalent number of people in Delhi. There are families who are still crying for justice 30 years down the line. So every time you rake an issue up in Gujarat, there will be questions asked about what the government and what the Congress has done in Delhi. But the real question is, what are you going to do about the polls? Can you look beyond riots? Can you look beyond riots?
The victims should go to the court for justice.
When your allies, Ms. Ami Yagnik, when your allies, the NCP, the DMK, the National Conference, all of them, they are saying, let the courts do their process, it's the will of the people. And 4 major polls, which the BJP won hands down and the Congress lost, everywhere it was 2002 that was talked about by the Congress. What happened?
No, the other secular parties are all wanting to play down 2002. We've heard all the NCP leaders coming out and saying the court's given a clean chit, the issue should be put to rest. These are your own allies. These are other secular parties.
Please, for heaven's sake.
Yes.
For heaven's sake, tell me, is it a clean chit? I'm asking you the question.
You have to explain the legality of the clean chit, that this is not a finality. In the legal system, this is just the first stage, a magistrate's court. And there is other credible evidence, other credible report, which is not put before the public.
So till then, don't raise the issue, Ms. Yagnik. Till it comes to the final court, like in case of 1984, Ms. Yagnik, you have accepted here right now. Don't raise the issue now. Let the people decide. Like you allowed it for the Congress, you are saying it's happening in the courts 30 years down the line. Why are you raking it up now? Let the courts decide whenever they will. Why are you raking up 2002? The same logic should apply. What you're using for 1984 should apply for 2002, isn't it?
Ami-Ben Yagnik,
yes, because
don't rake it up now.
Because the Prime Ministerial candidate says that there is going to be a strong leadership, then the strength has to be shown elsewhere, not like what it is shown in 2002. And that is why the issue is mentioned. It is not raking up the issue. The issue is very much alive nationally and internationally and locally as well.
Navika, you want to
Yagnik, the question is, that Narendra Modi under no circumstances has by any court or by any agency been questioned for his active involvement in the riots or for inciting crowds. But Jagdish Tytler has been named as somebody who was personally inciting crowds. How can the Congress have a different yardstick for their own people like Jagdish Tytler and have a different yardstick for Narendra Modi? Is that something that you do only for election purposes?
Ms. Navika, that minister is facing legal charges, and he is not saying that I am a strong leader.
But he was made minister not once, not twice, but 5 times by the Congress government under Rajiv Gandhi as well as under Dr. Manmohan Singh.
And is aspiring to be the PM, so he has to be legally, morally and politically.
Jagdish Tytler also is aspiring to be a member of parliament. He applies every time he was a minister.
Congress is like a rudderless ship today. Congress is like a rudderless ship today. They have no issue in a process to divert the attention from UPA to misgovernance. They are raising all these issues to shield themselves from corruption, from price rise, from inflation, from all kinds of things they have done in the last 10 years.
Market something like development which has not happened in Gujarat in order to divert from 2002. Mind where the nation is going.
You could not convince even people of Gujarat.
How do you explain
in order to divert the issue of 2002?
You have failed to convince the people of Gujarat. You have failed to convince the people of Gujarat that Gujarat has not developed. What is this you are talking about?
Why are you allowing the language of your friends? Why are you allowing the ping pong between Congress and BJP? Why don't you understand?
Yes, Mr. Farooqi.
Ami Ben, I'm coming to you, Mr. Kamal Farooqi. I'm coming to you, Mr. Kamal Farooqi. Ami Ben Yagnik, just one question to you. How do you explain the tacit understanding between Congress Party and the Samajwadi Party? The Samajwadi Party has its charge against them about the Muzaffarnagar riots, but you have a friendly match with them. They don't field candidates against Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi, and you don't criticize them in return. Is that something that the Congress is doing if it's so consistent in its opposition to riot record of any political party?
Well, I don't think so. There can be any answer to what you are just surmising and telling me, because it is not what you are saying as it is in Muzaffarnagar riots. We have told the Samajwadi Party that they couldn't control the law and order situation in Muzaffarnagar when it happened, and you know in what circumstances it has happened. In UP it has not happened, but you know in what circumstances it has happened. We may not take names and we may not come out with other issues as far as Muzaffarnagar.
So you don't know the circumstances?
No, but just you're sidestepping the question. It was an administrative failure in Muzaffarnagar as well.
No.
No. Whoever was responsible.
We all know about
was it not an administrative failure?
Mr. Kamal Farooqi, is the riot of 2002 different from the riots of Muzaffarnagar in 2013? Are they both not administratively lost in terms of failure of the administration to control them?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They are equally condemnable, and Congress is doing a blunder by not fielding their candidate against the top leaders of Samajwadi Party, because this will not go well, and this is where in fact Congress is again committing the same mistake. Number one. Number two, as far as had it been Modi would not have been the prime ministerial candidate, perhaps this question would not have been raised. Now you cannot equate these two MPs which you are talking about of Congress and Mr. Modi. In fact, Mr. Modi, why we are worried about it? Because even as on today, he has got no remorse. He has got not said anything apologetic or anything about the whole thing. Rather, his more than a dozen officers which were directly responding to him, they are in the jail. The ministers, they have been convicted. Another minister who was convicted is on bail. He's looking after.
Come on, this was all a political witch hunt.
There are other issues also wherein they are aggressive.
The only difference between Gujarat and other cases is that Gujarat, I think there has been a campaign against the chief minister. In no other case, the chief minister or the prime minister Rajiv Gandhi were personally investigated. I think this was a political campaign. The whole country sees it. The Congress party and likes of Kamal Farooqi, who sympathizes with Congress party and terrorists, they could have this kind of a view. But the country knows the chief minister was targeted.
Absolutely, you are wrong. That is where your problem is.
Why was Rajiv Gandhi not being targeted?
My country has got
why are we only talking about
terrorism and corruption? These are
who is a small timer?
But
Jagdish Tiger is only a small timer. Why was Rajiv Gandhi not investigated
like this? Nobody can defend the terrorists. Nobody can defend the corruption. Nobody can defend the
political campaign for the last 11, 12 years against Mr. Narendra Modi. There is absolutely nothing to show, nothing to really indict him, and therefore they have run a campaign to somehow defame him.
But is the campaign working? Is the campaign working? That's the question. Kamal Farooqi, we can come back to you on that. You know, again, the central question tonight. By constantly raking up riots, is the Congress actually getting the main poll plank of these elections wrong? As we were saying earlier, their allies are warming up to Narendra Modi, with the NCP going on record to say he's got a clean chit. We should put the matter to rest. We have the likes of LJP coming back to the NDA. is this really not something that the Congress should be looking at as the main poll plank for 2014?
If anybody who says anything about this, whether it is a clean sheet, I just want to ask them, is it a clean sheet? Whether it is Sharad Pawar may be a big leader, but is it a clean sheet? LJP may, Paswan could be a good leader, but is it a clean sheet? That's what I want to ask.
Mr. Faruqi,
it is not
Mr.
a clean
Faruqi,
sheet. So why are
going by what Ms. Ami Yagnik said a short while ago, going by what Ms. Ami Yagnik said a short while ago, judicial process can go on. As long as it is going on, and let the law take its own course. So the law is taking its own course. The people have decided. They have elected Narendra Modi twice over. They have elected the BJP back into power in four major assembly polls, despite 2002 being constantly raked. So will of the people does not matter. The law of the land does not matter. But then reality does. So what is reality then?
Reality is that
So reality is what you want to believe, according to your convenience, according to the Congress's convenience, isn't it?
How can you? Not my convenience.
So doesn't will of the people matter? Doesn't will of the people matter? Doesn't
the candidate? So all these issues have to be raised.
Doesn't the verdict of a lower court matter? Doesn't the will of the people matter? Ms. Ami Yagnik just now brushed it away, saying if the people have voted, let them vote. That doesn't change reality. How can she say that? How can she say that? If you say, on the one hand, she says the people know what the truth is, and on the other hand, she says will of the people doesn't matter.
Because the truth will take
will
a
of the
while
people
to
will
come
not
out.
wash the crime.
Sir, the truth
Whosoever
will
big
take a
leader it
while
will
to
be.
come out. That is why. And it is a mandate of the people. If they have chosen him, they have elected him twice or thrice. But the truth will definitely come out. People are seeing that 32 police officers are languishing in jail. 9 cases of riots are going on.
You know, Ms. Yagnik, as you're doling out the numbers, at least there are people who are languishing in jail. At least there are people who have been prosecuted. At least there are people who have been brought to book. In the case of 1984, not a single person has been brought to book. Not a single leader has been brought to book by the Congress. What action did the Congress party take against its own people? They rewarded them. And you're coming out and pointing fingers at the BJP and Mr. Narendra Modi and the Gujarat government.
Except being more friendly with the Samajwadi Party.
All kinds of actions taken against them. But in Gujarat case, all the victims have knocked the doors of the courts that please tell the police machinery to file FIR. That is how the victims have gone to the Honorable Apex Court. Otherwise, why would the Honorable Apex Court come out with these kind of appointments only when the lower judiciary or the lower the police officers are not taking action, and that is how the police have been mandated to file the FIR, and that is how.
So how does that not apply to what happened in Delhi in 1984? How does that not apply? The Lieutenant Governor, who was the Delhi police under control of, the Lieutenant Governor, to whom were repeated requests made, which was the government which was in power at the centre. So who should take the onus? Who should bear the brunt of that? If you're the questions that you're asking.
Why should we only discuss 2002? Why should we not discuss 1984 and Muzaffarnagar in 2013? That's the question. Is it not double speak of the Congress party when it only focuses on 2002?
Condemned, and all the victims who have suffered in the riots should be getting justice, and they definitely.
So let's start with 1984, madam. Let's start with 1984, come to 2002, and also account for 2013. Why don't we do that before we start making riots and riots the biggest poll issue?
The matters are there in the court. You have seen that for yourself, and the inquiry committee is the same. Nanavati Commission has looked into 1984, who is looking into 2002 matters.
Well,
so let's look at all those reports and all those committee inquiries and all the cases together.
And let's also not forget
debate what is going in 1984.
And let's also not forget what the people want more. What are the issues the people want debated? What are the issues the people of the country want to be raised? Is it riots that they are talking about, or are there greater issues? Are there other issues like corruption, like growth, like employment, like development? Are those more important issues? That is what you have to decide as the Congress party. Because the verdict that's coming forth is talking of something else. Perhaps the Congress is fielding or shooting the wrong arrow. That's the bigger question. To all our guests, Jay Narayan Vyas, Kamal Farooqi, GVL Narasimha Rao, of course, Ami Yagnik and Navika Kumar. Thanks for joining us on the News Hour Debate.